A 15-year-old girl lived with her father in a small house in the suburbs. Ever since her mother died, her father had been everything to her. They had a wonderful relationship and loved each other very much. One morning, the girl's father told her that he was leaving on a business trip and would come home very late at night. Having said that, he kissed her on the forehead, grabbed his briefcase, and ran out of the house. Later that day, when the girl got home from school, she did her homework and sat down to watch television. By midnight, her father had not yet returned, so she decided to go to bed. She had a dream. She was standing on the edge of a busy highway. Cars and trucks were passing by at an alarming speed. She looked to the other side of the highway and saw a familiar figure. It was her father. He had his hands near his mouth and seemed to be shouting something to her, but she couldn't make out the words. When the hum of the cars died down, she strained her hearing. There was sadness in her father's eyes. He was desperately trying to tell her something. She could barely make out the words. "Don't open the door." Suddenly, the girl woke up to strange sounds. There was a loud and insistent knocking at the door. She jumped out of bed and put on her slippers and ran to the door. When she looked through the peephole, she saw her father's face. He was looking straight at her. The doorbell rang insistently. "Wait, I'll get it," she shouted. She threw back the deadbolt and was about to open the door, but stopped at the last moment. She looked through the peephole at her father. Something in the expression on his face was wrong. His eyes were wide open. He looked frightened. She put the deadbolt back in place. "Dad," she shouted, "didn't you forget your keys?" Ding, ding, ding. "Papa, answer me." Ding, ding, ding. "Daddy, please, I need you to answer me." Ding, ding, ding. "Is there someone in there with you?" Ding, ding, ding. "Why aren't you answering me?" Ding, ding, ding. "I'm not opening the door until you answer me." The doorbell rang and rang, but her father, for some unknown reason, did not answer it. The rest of the night, the girl spent helplessly huddled in the corner of the hallway, listening to the incessant ringing of the doorbell. This went on for about an hour. Then, the girl fell into oblivion. At dawn, she woke up and realized that the doorbell was no longer ringing. She crept to the door and looked through the peephole again. Her father was still standing there looking right at her. She cautiously opened the door, and what she saw filled her with unimaginable horror. Her father's severed head was nailed to the door at peephole level. There was a note pinned to the doorbell. It said, "Smart girl,